Thank you, Dr. Kaufman. I would like to welcome Senior Lois to present her commencement address titled Hope.
Good evening, friends, families, faculty, and staff. It is an honor for me to be here with you tonight. 30 years from now, there is one thing that I wouldn't miss. The little ding-dong that Zoom makes whenever someone joins the meeting. And after hearing that annoying sound more than 1,200 times, we are finally here graduating. Now this deserves some cheer. Let's give it up for the class of 2021. Now, tracing back our steps a bit, the word hope has peaked on Google search the past year. I mean, think about it. I hope you and your family will stay safe. I hope we'll hang out soon. I hope we will have a normal senior year. The word hope has been pretty much engraved in our daily vocabulary. However, after giving it a second thought, I realize it's not something we say instinctively or just because we feel obligated to. Rather, it's a word of power that ultimately motivates us to keep striving for what's beyond what we could see. If we didn't have hope, we wouldn't be where we are today. We wouldn't have survived the 7-hour online school days only to be greeted with more online homework and typing sessions for our college apps. But we survived. Why? Because we had hope. And this hope transformed our what ifs to even ifs. Rather than asking, what if we can't have senior sunset? We said, even if we can't have senior sunset at the beach, we will make a memorable night at Troy. And we did just that. I still remember driving to Troy for senior sunset to be greeted with the warm smiles of ASB. Troy was able to still show us that each and every one of us mattered, even when the only certainty in life was our uncertainty. Instead of, what if we can't return to our courts, pools, tracks, and fields, we said, even if we can't have a whole crowd cheering for our basketball and football players, we will still support each other more than ever before through our Instagram and YouTube live streams. And yes, indeed, the Omnia and its students, staff, administration, and families did their very best to ensure that we were receiving quality opportunities to connect with one another. We were united to provide the excitement and competition that every athlete deserved. This applied to every aspect and department of Troy. We still competed in Science Olympiad, spoke for debate, performed at Dance Nationals, carried out personal inspection at Navy Nationals, acted for Theater's play Our Town, and most of all, grew as warriors. These things were all possible because we had hope. Yes, at first, it seemed like everything we once worked so hard for was coming to a dead end. But once we found hope, we started finding different passageways that we thought never existed. For me, I found passageways that allowed me to truly serve and form intimate relationships with my fellow warriors. Whether it was leading online revival nights with the Well Christian Club, promoting off-campus blood drives with the Red Cross, or teaching leadership class for the JROTC cadets, I was forming intimate relationships within my community in a way that I wouldn't have been able to do otherwise. These unexpected opportunities allowed me to cultivate growth within myself. I am sure that it was the same for all of you, too. You may not have noticed it at first, but once you started to view this current situation as opportunities to pursue other passageways in life, you started to see the subtle lights in your life that allowed you to shine during these times. These passageways were essentially taking us to the same door that had the next step of our lives in store for us. And the moment we walk out of this so-called door of graduation, we will still have hope, but something will change. We will start to encounter the things we had once hoped for all these years. Some of us may encounter the things we had once hoped for as early as next week, while others may encounter them a decade later. Some of us may greet this hope just the way we imagined in high school, while others may greet it in unexpected ways. Nevertheless, let us all actively take our individual steps in our walk of life to encounter our hopes and turn them into reality. And let us help one another to do the same. So don't lose hope, Troy's class of 2021. Thank you.